So I'm up in LA this week for work and figured I'd stop by and check out this week's playground, Santa Monica Beach. And it is absolutely massive. Just so much real estate to work. And you never know what you're going to come across. Even the dry sand's good here because they do the tractors and they drag the sand often, and it just pulls things all over the place. So hopefully we'll find something good, and we'll see you tonight when I get out here with the detector. All right, we're out here at Santa Monica, and Chance is here.
Hey, everyone.
And the last time Chance and I got together was down in San Diego, and he pulled in some massive gold. So I'm expecting the same tonight.
Fingers crossed.
All right, we'll see you on the first dig. All right, so I've been walking a while, and this is my first decent target to dig, besides a couple pennies in the dry sand. But this is a 25. I am using the Vanquish tonight. I did bring the Equinox. I almost said Excalibur. I brought the Equinox in the event that I come out here and there's not many targets. The Equinox has the benefit of the 15-inch coil, which covers more ground. So if there's not a lot of targets, it's beneficial for that reason. So I may be using the Equinox this week as well because of that. We'll see what the targets are like. The beach is sanded in extremely bad. This is a dime. Got a quarter tone here, 29.30, right near that dime I just dug. So when I say sanded in, the waves are pushing in sand and burying all the heavier targets. Doesn't mean you're not going to find anything, but the chances of finding something is more likely that it's going to be a fresh drop as opposed to something that's been there a while. So there's targets everywhere, but better chances when it's not sanded in. And this is a quarter. High teens up to 20. I'm also using two lights tonight. My headlight I've always used was kind of getting dim, so I bought a new one, different one. It's supposed to be stronger, and it wasn't much better. So now I've actually got both of them on my hat. So I have two lights, and as far as I can tell, it looks like it's going to work out pretty well. It's tough videoing at night. Ooh, see if I can find the chain for this. There's a lot of people on the beach tonight, more than typical, so I'm going to put this away and take a look a little later. Looks pretty nice though. Got a quarter tone. Quarter. This thing's kind of hopping all over the place like a bottle cap. It'll drop down to 10, up to 30, but it's really deep, so out of curiosity I want to dig it to see if it's just a quarter reading strange because it's deep, or if it's a bottle cap. Now it's reading like a quarter. So you just, everywhere you go, and I've been to Santa Monica a ton, the sounds can change based on black sand and all sorts of different factors that change it. So you got to test sometimes and see what things are sounding like. This was a quarter that sounded terrible. Another high 20s up to 30, probably a quarter. Yep, another quarter. I'll dig quarters all night, they add up. All right. Deep 20, 21, 22. I put an X on it because I heard it as I was walking to talk to Chance, and so I just put an X so I can come back to it. So, here we go. X marks the spot. 22 out of the hole. And that doesn't look like a penny. That looks like a ring. I'm sure glad I put an X on that spot. Is it a wave ring? It feels like it. Yeah, it's a wave ring. So many wave rings in the world. Silver wave ring. All right, I'm on the boards. Pretty rock solid 30. Probably a quarter. Lots of quarters tonight. That's always good. Because anybody who's detected this area would not pass up a quarter. So that tells me nobody's been through here. At least the last few tide cycles. Now, if only I could retrieve it. There we go. Yep, it's a quarter. Penny tone 2021. But as we just saw, it's not always a penny. This Vanquish is such a good machine for the money. I'm a penny richer. Got another quarter tone here. So like I do every time I go to the beach, even if I come to the same beach, you know, days and days in a row, I do my W pattern walk. I walk down to the water, back up to the dry, down to the water, and so on and so forth, until you see the line of where things are ending up. In this case, they're ending up where the high tide water was, which is good. So tomorrow I don't need to wait for like a good low tide. So everything seems to be up high. This is a quarter. It's a different sound. It's a 1. And then back up a little bit, goes into the teens, up to 20. I'm very curious. Still sounds terrible out of the hole. That's because the darn hoop earring. Those things every time just sound ridiculous. But I'll take it. And it's rusty, so it's junk. Stay in the mid-teens for the most part. Ooh, I see shiny. Let's go down there and have a look. I have absolutely no clue what that is. So I just dug a penny right here, and now I have a lower tone, 9, 10. Not the cleanest sound, but let's take a look. Down in the gold range. I have another one underneath this stuff. Yeah. I see shiny again. Small, whatever it is. It's a pendant. Starfish. The chain that was on has got to be the smallest darn chain ever seen, so let's look for it. 12, 13, 14 target. And I'm still on this line where everything that I've been finding is on this. And Chance is down in the shiny wet sand. And he's digging some targets too. But man, this line is just keeps producing. This is ringing like a nickel. It's a 13. It's not hitting 14 very often, so I'm hoping not a pull tab. And now it looks like it went up on edge because I don't hear it. So let's see. Well, we'll kick some stuff around here. I already had it out. And it's a nickel. And these coins aren't fresh drops either, so this is really a good line to keep working. Another mid-20s dime type of a signal or silver. Still working that same line. Just producing coins like crazy, which is good. Because where there's coins, there's jewelry. As I've already proven. Got some jewelry tonight. Nope, that's a penny, an old copper penny, which is good. I'll take that. Alright, we got a 1819. This thing is not hitting 20, which tells me we might have something besides a penny here. Ooh, shiny, shiny. It's a shiny key. Bad day for someone. 2345. Dime. Copper penny. Silver. I think I see it. It's a dime. $25.26. I gave Chance the high line as we walked back to another section of the beach because I was doing so well up there, and he's been working the wet the whole way down, so figured we'd swap it up, let him dig some coins and some jewelry. Hopefully this might be a dime. The sand is so it's really soft, almost like a batter. It's really thick, but your footprints, you know, you sink in like an inch every step. And it's going to be hard to sift out quickly, so bear with me. But got me a dime down in the wet sand. Well, this was rock solid 15-16 until I turned my light on. So, let's see what we get here. Wow, how big is this thing? There we go. That's rejecting more than anything right now. It's either the biggest ring I've ever seen or the biggest ring I've ever seen. What the hell is that? It almost looks like a bearing race. Like a... Oh, you think somebody put their ear in this thing, Chance? That's the biggest damn ring I've ever found. That's an ear stretch?
That's one of those ear things, I think.
Alright, well, technically it's a ring. Alright, well. Alright, quick tailgate wrap up. So, plenty of change tonight. I've got, what, 9 quarters, 2, 4, 6, 8 dimes, and only 1 nickel, pile of pennies, spendable for the most part. I think that's one of those ear stretch things, but it's heavy, so maybe not. It looks more to me like a bearing race, something mechanical. Junky earring, a little silver pendant, a silver wave ring, and this big guy. You can see it delaminating, so it's not silver or anything, but it's cool. I like it. Otherwise, set of keys, and they're typical trash, and I have no clue what that thing is. There was a little hook on the end and it broke off, but all in all, a fun night. So I'll be out again tomorrow night with Chance again, and also Terrell's going to join us. I haven't joined Terrell since before the pandemic in March. So it'll be good to see Terrell, and hopefully we'll all come out with something good tomorrow at Santa Monica. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.